Welcome to RentPost, and today I'm going to guide you through the steps in creating a tenant account. Once a manager has added a tenant and entered an email address, the tenant will receive an email that looks just like this. So we'll select the email, and then the tenant will be prompted with all of their information. It has the first month's prorated rent that is due, monthly rent amount, and the late fee information, and also the lease period. Okay, and right below you'll see a link. It's highlighted. Now once the tenant selects the link, it'll automatically direct them to a register login page. It says hello to the tenant and it gives them all of the lease and unit information, the first month's rent all the way to the lease terms. So here now all we have to do is create a username, whatever you would like, and then as well as a password. So we'll have the username and create the password and also confirm that password. Then we'll select register. And once registered, welcome page appears and it also automatically asks for the bank account information. So this is how the tenant can enter in their bank account information and get registered for online rental payments. So we'll just enter in the routing and the account number of your checking or savings account. Okay, and then we'll also enter in the billing address. So while we're filling out the billing address, I also want to point out that there's a section where we can skip and come back to this later in the right hand corner. And also if you would not like to use RentPost for your payments, you can also skip this section of the registration process. But we're almost done wrapping up filling out the billing address. We'll just enter in the zip code. Okay. Alright, so once we click just one more page, it'll take us over back to the home screen. Now if we select the information button, it'll show us a rent due summary, which allows us all the payments and the descriptions of the payments that we need to make. So we select make payment now and it brings us to this page. It automatically has a payment that we've already created, but if we would like to add additional bank accounts and other information, we can do so right here. So we can also add a profile name, and of course we'll enter in the same name on account and the billing address. And there's also an option right here where we can enable auto pay with this method. So if we want to have a monthly recurring payment withdrawn from the account, we can do so right here. Okay, so now back to the home screen. Now, there's an option right here to submit a work order. We could select that, or maintenance. We'll have all of the maintenance done within the unit. If you haven't done so yet, please check out the video, Work Orders, and it'll go in a lot more detail. So now, selecting the Billing tab, this is what holds all of our past history on making payments and anything that is due. And of course, the last is the Message tab. So this is where we'll be able to communicate with the property manager at any time. So by selecting Compose New Message, we can actually send this message directly to our property manager. So his name happens to be Bob, and we will fill in the subject line as well as the message. Okay, got that done, and send it. It's that simple. Okay, now we'll go back to the home page, and there's just a couple last things I would like to show you. And that's if you look in the upper right hand corner, if you have any trouble at all, you need any help, we'll just select right here. And by selecting the account button, it'll take you to your profile. Has all of your profile details, and you can change anything at any time. Okay, and that wraps up our video. And again, if you haven't seen the work orders video, please check it out. And I want to thank you again for joining me in this video today.